Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 442 podcast. I'm Azar Mathani, and as always, I'm joined by the wonderful Tommy Sunday.
Hey, hey.
And the Carabao-soaked Tony O.
Morning, boys. Never tasted Carabao.
Oh, it's delicious, Tony. You must try it sometime.
I hear it's awful. I don't think there's any energy drink that tastes good.
Genuinely, the only energy drink I've ever tried is a Red Bull. I had about 3 sips. I was like, this is not for me. I don't want this.
Same.
You are Queens? You never had Monster. That's impressive.
No.
I've not tried it either.
Well, I tried Red Bull when I was still living in Karachi. So I knew I didn't like energy drinks by the time I got here. We didn't have Monster there.
You've had Monster, Tommy.
I don't think I've had Monster. Maybe, but maybe like a one-off thing. Like a one-off. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I drink coffee.
Why are we talking
energy.
about Monster? It's all about the Carabao, baby. Man United are your League Cup champions. Erik ten Hag has a trophy. I will take your plaudits. I will take your adulation. Shower me with it, baby.
Wait, so when was the last time United won a trophy? Was it 5 years ago?
Almost 6.
Almost 6? It was it the FA Cup or what was it? I can't remember now.
Europa League.
Europa League with Mourinho? That's the one?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. It's
That
been
is
a while,
long time ago.
That's a long time.
It's been a while. It has been a while. I am very, very happy right now.
The post-match celebrations make sense now. All the tears. Yeah. I guess it is a
Hey!
trophy
Don't
drought,
hate on people enjoying their silverware. For a lot of these guys, it's their first trophy with the team. So, by all means, enjoy it. Like Ten Hag said, enjoy it for the one day.
Surely for all.
Enjoy it for the one day.
Oh, Luke Shaw.
Luke Shaw, David De Gea.
All right.
Did Maguire see
Who else
any
was
minutes during this Carabao Cup run?
Yes.
He
Did you not watch the final, Tommy?
No.
We brought him on for the last 5 minutes to flex on Newcastle.
So he felt genuine when he lifted the trophy, you know.
I was asleep at that point. It became irrelevant.
Man United just completely locked Newcastle down in the second half, and it was just excellent game management of a cup final. Like, they just didn't let Newcastle get back into it. I was nervous the entire time, but I think that's more just me and less what was actually happening on the pitch.
Nah, I think the moment Man United scored first, it was over. Newcastle's game plan is to sit deep and not concede, maybe nick something on the break or on a set piece. They started brightly, actually. Saint-Maximin was really having a go at Dalot, who, won't want to watch some of the clips back.
That one he had on Dalot in the box where he just spun him around. That was filthy. That was filthy.
Yeah.
But hey, you know what? Ten Hag saw that. Dalot was on a yellow. Brought on Wan-Bissaka, who just locked Saint-Maximin down. Didn't hear a peep out of him in the second half.
That's the beauty of the 5-sub rule. Allows you to change half your team when things aren't going well. But as has been the case many times this season, Casemiro coming up with a big moment.
He is my Casemiro. I love him so much. I didn't think I could love a little hamster man this much, but I love him. I love him, and I never want to let him go. Also, I've realized that I really did not appreciate how good of a player he was until he came here. Because every time with those Madrid teams, it'd be like, it's Modric, Kroos, and Casemiro. Modric and Kroos, obviously massive legends of the game. And I feel like I personally just did not pay as much attention to Casemiro as I should have. But, he's clutch. The man is just clutch.
Yeah, it turns out when he has to attack, he's actually pretty decent. Just never had to do it at Madrid.
Yeah.
What else to say about this final? I mean, I watched some of Kyrie.
Rashford scored again.
It was lovely.
Did he score? I don't think he
it went down. It went down as an own goal.
Oh, it went down as an own goal.
It was off target.
Yeah,
it was
and
off target.
I'm upset because it takes away a Wout Weghorst assist in a cup final.
It's still.
I love Wout Weghorst so much because he looks so funny when he runs. Have you guys ever played Quap?
No,
That's all.
It is an online game where you basically control like a 100-meter sprinter by pressing different buttons to control different limbs. He just flails all about the place.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
hilarious. You
I
should
have
try
played
it.
Yeah, I've played
Big
it.
Horse looks like the co-op guy, like given life. He looks like there is someone with a marionette just puppeteering him down the field, and I think it's brilliant.
He deserves a goal. To be honest, he's been pretty good in his link-up play.
He actually played.
Yeah.
He's been okay. His finishing is pretty shit.
Yeah.
But he played well.
He's big.
Yesterday.
He's big. That's yeah, he's big. I think that's
He's just
where it
long.
ends with him. Yeah.
He's just long. Beanpole of a man.
Anyway.
Yeah, I just genuinely like. I think this is the happiest a trophy has made me post Sir Alex.
How many trophies have you won? 3 now?
There was FA Cup under Van Gaal, and then
4.
I think the 2 under Mourinho.
So 4 trophies. Yeah.
4
3
trophies since.
I'm not counting a Community Shield.
No, you shouldn't. No,
that's
no
4.
chance.
FA Cup under Van Gaal.
Oh, this is the 4th one.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Boy, what a barren spell, eh? My God.
Look at this
Hey,
hater
Tommy,
over here.
don't you worry. Chelsea's is coming.
But I will say though, like I do think it's definitely a start of, like I'm personally, I believe United are still in the title race. I'm not saying they're going to win it, but like this is a start. I think this team
put
of
us into the title race.
Yeah.
We're just out here.
I'm
I
doing
just
it.
want to see
I'm
more
doing
Rashford
it.
goals, dance with some Carabao, maybe see Weghorst run around a bit. Keep trying to put us into this title race. No, thank you.
Favorites for the Europa League as well. I would say.
No,
Yeah.
Arsenal are in the Europa League as well. They're
okay.
ahead of us in the
There
table.
is
You can't call us favorites.
absolutely
You can't
no
call us
Arsenal are
favorites
not
when
focusing
Arsenal
on
are
the Europa
also
League.
there.
First
No
of all,
chance.
betting odds have Man United higher than Arsenal.
Yeah.
Second of all, there is no chance that Arsenal and Man United are in a European competition and Arsenal are favorites. You know this. Like,
Exactly.
History plays a big part in Europe. Like Arsenal's European record is shocking.
Juventus are also in the Europa League.
Yeah, they're not winning it. They're not
Pogba's
winning.
revenge game, if he ever sees the field. Just like to point out that Man United have won a trophy before Pogba's played a game for Juventus.
Yeah,
on his
that's
return.
hilarious.
It's just bad.
That's also sad though.
It's a bit sad, but
Is it
also
sad? I don't
some
know
of
if
the
it is.
way
I mean,
Pogba's
he's-
handled himself, I'm not losing sleep over it. And yeah, Harry Maguire, you'll appreciate this. Now the most decorated Harry in the England camp.
Okay.
Nice. That's a great statistic right there.
More
Yeah.
trophies than Harry Kane. Come on, tell me.
I'm
Keep
aware. It's just it's not that hard. It's the guy's literally won
that
nothing, so it's not that hard.
I love it.
Yeah.
Spurs getting the shade, even though they haven't played in this Carabao. Yeah. Anyhow,
Don't worry, Tommy. We'll get the Spurs.
good. Yeah,
We'll get
good.
the
Yeah, I
Spurs.
can't wait.
But yeah, no, it's just I don't know. It was such a professional performance that there's almost a lack of talking points from the game itself. Like all of my big talking points are like from the post game. Did you see Eric Ten Hag shaking his booty? Did you see the man schmoovin'?
I did not.
Delicious.
I did not.
I could watch it on repeat
No,
forever.
I
will
did.
not.
I did. But no, actually, we have a point. A lot of talk before the game was, Karius has to play Nets now because they had Pope out and Dubravka Cup tied. I don't think he was that
fine.
bad. I thought he was fine.
No. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. He was fine. Like, look,
Yeah.
it makes a difference. It's not just about the. First of all, I think Pope saves the second goal. I really do.
Yeah,
think
he was
saves the
low. He was
Yeah.
too low. I don't get it. Yeah, but it took a massive deflection though. So there is
did.
that.
But in general,
Considering he was obviously you're gonna have the communication that Pope has with his defense is gonna be much better than what Karius has. But for a third choice keeper playing
Yeah.
a cup final with the
Yeah.
amount of like personal pressure he was under,
Exactly.
he was competent.
I thought you couldn't really put blame on him. for this
Why
loss.
was he the one answering all the post-match questions for Newcastle? Like,
That's
that was
weird. Why
to me.
isn't Trippier out there? Why isn't
Yeah.
one of your defense out there?
And they
one of your regular guys.
like he was out there
Unless
for like
they asked,
10
unless they
minutes.
asked for Karius.
No, but I don't think they really ask for anyone, right? Like they just ask for a player to come out, and usually you send out the guy who's willing, and I guess Karius was willing. He looked, I don't know, devastated. The big thing I noticed
weird to have
is
him out there.
from set pieces. I don't necessarily think this was a factor of the Casemiro goal, but he didn't come for anything. Karius, I think he left it to the defenders to deal with.
In fairness, the last time he came for a set piece in a cup final, Sergio Ramos smashed his face in.
Did that happen? I can't even remember that.
I think that happened before all his mistakes against Liverpool.
Oh right, that's right.
Or for Liverpool, I should say.
They put the meltdown down to potential concussion, which I'm not sure is kind, but yeah, he was fine. Newcastle they contributed to what was a pretty ordinary cup final. I think Isak should have started that game.
Isak didn't do much when he came on, though.
But he did carry the ball. Like the only person who could carry the ball forward was
the thing with Newcastle was United were happy to give up possession to them because we just played a game on Thursday against Barcelona, expended a lot of energy. Mm-hmm. So United were willing to give up the ball to Newcastle. They didn't really want to take the game to Newcastle to start with because they wanted to conserve energy. And I think that fucked up Newcastle a little bit. Because Newcastle came forward with the ball and kind of didn't know what to do, unless it was Trippier putting in crosses, which, some of those were dangerous.
Yeah, they should have scored from some. Dan Burn.
I think there was one to Dan Burn, yeah.
Yeah, he'd be disappointed with that.
But with Newcastle having like 60% possession in this game is, I don't think, something they really knew what to do with.
No, they'd have been happy to take it to penalties. Honestly, that's the Newcastle model, right? Every time they play the big teams, they kind of stink the place out, try and get a point, maybe nick a win.
Yeah, that's the thing. They couldn't shithouse second half because they were 2-0 down.
Yeah, so
couldn't get under anyone's skin, and as a result, they ended up being the team that was getting annoyed.
Good on Ten Hag though. He's made a big impact in such a short period of time. It's good to see competence back at the red half of Manchester. You just look like a club.
It's good to see. No, Tony. We missed the days of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Come on, please.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those were the good old days.
I'm just gonna sit back and bask in this. It feels nice. It feels good.
Can we move on to?
Tommy, if you want, we could move on.
Yeah.
Hey,
would you like us to move on, Tommy?
I didn't say we wanted to move on.
I just said I missed. You want us to move on. You're not used to me being this happy about something. So let's move on. What we have next on the list? Tottenham 2, Chelsea 0. Tommy, please enlighten us. How is Potter Watch going?
How's Potter Watch going? Let me tell you.
Has Voldemort killed him off yet?
I wish, but no.
Someone ring up John Joe Shelby. He's at Nottingham now. Bring him down there.
Sign him instead. Maybe he'll do better than what we have going on.
Don't give Bully any ideas.
Since fun fact, how about this for you? Fun fact: since November 6th, we've scored 6 goals. All right. Manchester United have scored 46 goals in that same time period. So they scored 40 more goals than we have. We've played 16
more
games.
Stats to me, Tommy.
16 games in all competitions in that period. We've won 2 of them. I don't care. I don't care who you are. Like that's it. You should be fired on the spot for that record.
Tommy, Real Madrid have scored almost as many goals in England as Chelsea have. They played 1 game.
No, they scored.
They scored more in 2023.
Exactly.
They scored more this year.
2023. Yeah, it's
1 game.
Good lord.
Hey, wait! Congrats to João Felix for winning Chelsea's Goal of the Month in February, though. not
Yeah.
much competition considering he was the only goal scorer.
That's right. Yeah, we don't play midweek, so yeah. That's easy. It makes the job for whoever compiles that pretty good. So hats off to Chelsea for making some, computer guys.
They
job
treat
easy,
their
whatever.
social media guys well.
Yeah.
Video editors.
Yeah, I don't know, guys. It's zero. Seems like there's a zero plan, zero patterns at play, zero style, zero improvement in any players. Has any player got? I guess Badiashile has looked good, but he didn't play. Has anyone looked
Nope.
better? Good? No improvement.
It's
anyone?
impossible to look better when you're making 4 to 5 changes to your starting 11 every game. Like, when are you gonna build like in-game cohesion
Yeah.
if you're making this many changes?
I mean, there's a sense where it's like you have so many players where I understand you need time to find your best team, and you don't have a preseason to do that. That is tough, especially when you make so many signings. I understand, but he's also been at the job for a while now, and you would think he would have found at least something that works. We can't score. How does a team that has João Felix, Mason Mount, Havertz, Sterling, Mudryk, how does this team not even score one goal? Just
none
one.
of them's an actual striker.
You don't need to be a striker to score
don't
goals,
have an
though.
actual-
You don't need to be a
Fairness,
striker to score goals.
You
Felix
might need
is a
one.
striker. He's just not.
Nah, he's not. He's a second striker. Like, he's a number 10.
He's a
like,
false
it's
nine.
not.
He's a false nine.
He's a false nine. Yeah.
Chelsea have shown that their system doesn't work with false nines. They keep trying Havertz up there. He's just.
I don't
been
think
shit.
Chelsea's system works with a striker either. Just don't think Chelsea's system works at all as a club at the moment. Because it's not like when Lukaku. The talk when Lukaku was there is getting 6 touches a game, right? Like, so, and I get that was under a different regime, but it's a problem that's been going on for a while.
I know. I'll also add, Potter said post game, "Oh, the players, they gave everything. It's my fault." Happening. It's like, did you guys watch the game? The players did not. They don't give everything. Like when the going gets tough, we fall over. Like, even when we were down 1-0, 2-0, there's not much urgency in this team to go all out. So these players definitely are not giving everything.
I think Enzo Fernandez went all out to clear a ball right out of Kepa's hands. Straight to Oliver Skip.
Yeah, straight to Skip.
How you
exactly.
conceding goals to Oliver Skip?
That's
He's
his
only
first
scored.
goal. That's his first goal.
First goal.
He's
exactly.
played like 100 games for Spurs. Normally, you look at him, you're like, oh, this is the guy that you normally skip over when you're thinking about goal threats. You conceded to him.
Yeah, it's sad, honestly. It's depressing. Like, if I don't know, if Chelsea don't beat if we don't beat Dortmund in the Champions League, right? There'd be literally there's literally nothing. There's no point to our season. There's nothing left. And guys, I'm signing off. That's it. I'm out for the season too. You better hope Chelsea beat Dortmund, guys.
No.
I'm out of here.
Tommy,
I'm out.
I'll make room. You come sit next to me. We'll have some Carabao together. We'll talk it through. It'll be okay.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Well,
Hey,
let's hope.
Look, I was
Wait,
wildly depressed last season. Look at me now.
Yeah.
Look at Tony. Think about Tony at the start of last season.
But you guys had games
Look
where
at Tony now.
you could celebrate a goal. I can't even do that. There's not even a goal.
Arsenal did have a spell where we were struggling for goals. The thing
Not like
is,
this.
Do you remember the last 3 months under Rangnick?
oh yeah, that was. Well, I mean, you were still scoring. We just shit. Like, we've had. I think
Were we scoring? I don't think we were. You know what? We might have been. I have blocked it all out from my memory.
The thing with Chelsea is just look so bad. Like, they look uncoached. I was gonna say they look badly coached. They don't look badly coached. They just look uncoached. Like, there is literally no pattern of play.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of guys trying things off the cuff, beat a man, cross it in, pass the ball back.
Just, you look at
launch it.
that. It's like watching a men's league team play, where it's like,
yeah.
oh, you meet up once a week to play, and like you sent that pass map to us, Tony, in our chat.
I've never
And
seen
like
anything
just seeing
like
how
it.
isolated the right hand side was. Havertz and was Ziyech, just nothing.
I will
I'm
say
ne-
though the ref was like he should have
Oh,
done a better
shit show.
job just in terms of
Shit
controlling that
show.
game.
That
He lost
entire
it early.
Ziyech red card thing.
Oh,
like-
what was that? Yeah.
I don't. It's just it's such a mess. Well, you
That's,
start showing
for-
everyone yellow cards, then you show Ziyech a red card, but you also don't seem to have known what he's done. Just someone has said that, oh, he's done something, so you show him a red, and then you go. Surely you should check it before showing the red.
Yeah. But do you guys agree that's a yellow card offense?
I thought he was lucky to get away with it because
Yeah.
the moment the hand goes to the face,
It's
you're
always,
risking
yeah.
the red. But
I think I personally
it didn't matter long run.
I think if you've been sent off for that, you should stay sent off for that. But
Tell you what, I thought Thiago Silva got away with one early in the game. 'Cause he threw an elbow at Romero and connected with him too on like a free kick, but he got away with it and then ended up getting injured anyway.
Romero deserves any elbow thrown his way. I'm not upset about that.
Yeah.
Least one of the least liked players for me, Romero. Can't stand the guy.
I'm with you there.
yeah.
He's a passion
Yeah.
merchant for me. But
Yeah. Hey,
yeah.
but on the bright side, the
Bright
Chelsea
side.
women beat Arsenal 2-0
yeah, I saw the Arsenal
yesterday. Yeah.
Arsenal women's season's collapsing. Too many injuries. Yeah, but I won't take the bait on that. We'll we'll keep the spotlight on
We
Chelsea.
can give Tommy a break for a bit and talk about Arsenal just throttling Leicester 1-0. Just Leicester rubbish. When James Maddison doesn't play, there's just no point to this Leicester team. 0.01 expected goals, one shot wildly off target, all game long. At home.
It was a good shot. I'll give him
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Consider-
It was
consider
within
from
2
distance.
yards. Yeah.
It was a decent effort. I actually
Tell you what, at least Dewsbury Hall had the balls to go for a shot. At some point, you think like, oh, just start shooting from somewhere. Try and do something.
Maybe Arsenal just shut up shop so good that Leicester just had no answers. Like, hats off to Arsenal, right? Like,
No, Arsenal played very well.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to take anything away from Arsenal. They completely bossed this game. But also, you can shut up shop well. I mean, you can be getting shut out well and still take some shots. Do something.
Yeah, I was kind of expecting this performance, no, not to this degree, from Leicester, but I did expect them to sit back. They have a habit of doing that. Well, they've done that a couple of times. They did that against City. They did that against Arsenal last season. It might have been 2 seasons ago. A season where they tried to nick it on the counter. Yeah, to be frank, I was encouraged by Trossard's performance at the false nine. I've been calling for it. By the way, I think that goal getting chalked off is bullshit.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
How?
What's your reason?
He's
Tony?
holding the goalie's hand. He's not letting him
Exactly.
jump.
he's not letting
There's a
him
clear
jump.
angle
Okay.
of it.
Guys, listen. Considering
Tony, if I
Wait,
hold
is there?
your
Is there?
hand,
Is there?
stop,
Let's give him. Let's give him a
stop,
chance.
stop,
Let's give him a
stop.
chance.
Stop and
Go
let me
ahead,
talk
Tony.
for a
Go ahead.
second,
You
yeah.
got the floor.
I can
Let me
show
talk.
you
You got the floor.
about 10 goals this season of players absolutely hugging the goalkeeper, and the goals count, right? He is holding the guy's hand like he's a toddler. He jumps up and clears the ball. There is nothing impeding him from clearing that ball. He got his hand up and cleared it, right? And then he's beaten by a shot from the edge of the box. I'm sorry.
You're right.
He should be better. He should be stronger than that. There is nothing wrong with that goal. That's my
I
opinion.
feel like you're not sorry. I feel like you're not sorry.
Well, I am sorry because a really good goal was chalked off because someone, as I've said before, someone else decided to re-ref the game. That's not what VAR is there for. VAR is there to find clear and obvious errors. Sure, you can take a still shot and see, oh, they were holding hands at some point, like a parent crossing the road with his child. But at the end of the day, the ref saw the contact, decided it was fine, and then some bloke or some idiot in the VAR box decides, actually, I don't like that goal. Let's chalk it off. So what happens? 5 or 10 minutes later, someone rugby tackles Saka in the box. Guess what? The ref's like, you know what? I'm not going to call it because some other bloke is going to change his mind or change my mind later on, right? Like, the threshold, it just goes up and down with these refs. That's
Tony, I will
don't
say,
like.
the Saka challenge,
the
I
Saka
think that
one
was a
should have
pen.
100%
Yeah.
No,
been a
but
pen.
But that's
I
that's,
also love
that's,
seeing the conspiracy theories.
No,
go absolutely wild.
No, this isn't a conspiracy theory. This is the problem with VAR, right? Like, I feel like they re-ref games because we hear so often that there's supposed to be this high threshold for intervention, high threshold for fouls, and then one moment someone's just holding someone's hand, and that's a problem. The next moment someone's rugby tackling someone in the box, and that's fine. You get what I mean? Like, it's inconsistent because somebody is making calls without having the temperature of the game. So, anyway.
Wait, but before you move on, I understand, Tony, but my view is, I'm sorry, but that's a foul on the keeper, 100%. And
easiest
it's
foul
easy
to
call.
get. The moment
Yeah.
you see the reverse angle,
Christ.
like, I thought that was obvious, but
Can
at
I
the
ask-
risk
can
of,
I ask you
you know,
something?
not setting you off,
If
at the risk of not setting you off,
hold on.
just roll on.
If it was flipped,
Oh my fucking
if it
God.
was flipped, and a defender was holding a striker's hand that way, do you think ever you're getting a penalty for that?
The goalies get more protection, though.
No,
That's how it's always been. Like, you
I-
can't impede the goalie. And when you're hugging the goalie, that should also get called.
But how many
as a
times
foul.
have we seen this season players holding the goalie and VAR?
Just
is not
because
giving it
other decisions have been incorrect, why should they give
It's
an
not that
incorrect
they're
decision on
incorrect,
that one?
though. That is the mandate that was set this season. That's what I'm saying. They've increased the threshold for intervention. They've increased the threshold for physicality. They literally said that. So, this is an outlier. You will not see another penalty or another goal chalked off for that same incident this season. I guarantee. This is the same thing I said with the Martinelli goal at Old Trafford, and you guys shut me down until they actually came out and said, you know what, that should have been given. Like, there is a particular
I
system.
still think they got their decision correct.
You do, but they think they got it wrong. So that's,
Oh, but you always tell me the refs are shit, though.
They are shit.
If they say
Clearly
they
they're
got it wrong,
shit.
that means they actually got it correct, right?
No, I'm saying that they should just. My thing, VAR has been a terrible addition. Like, it has not
Oh,
solved
VAR's been
anything.
rubbish.
It's been
sure.
rubbish. You can't celebrate anything. But I was impressed with Trossard. I
No,
liked.
you've used up all the Leicester Arsenal time on this little round of yours. We're moving on.
Move on. You can move on. That's fine.
No,
But,
Arsenal.
I need to get it in
I'm
there.
messing with you. Arsenal were good. I do agree that Trossard was good in the false nine thing. It was probably good for Nketiah to get a bit of a rest because he's looked exhausted.
Yep.
Tony doesn't want to talk about Arsenal.
No,
Oh, I thought we were
Trossard's been
moving
good.
on.
No, Trossard's been good. Jorginho's been good.
Bournemouth won. Jorginho has been good, but we'll move on. Bournemouth won. City 4. Well, I've said we moved on. Like, this is, I don't have much to say about this one. City just blew them away.
Yeah, I mean, Bournemouth look like they.
They look
I mean,
like Bournemouth.
yeah,
They look
championship
like Bournemouth. They're gonna be
squad,
shit
yeah.
against everyone until they play Chelsea.
Yeah, hopefully that doesn't come up soon. But they're now back in that relegation zone. Surprisingly, they were out of it for a while. But I can't see them. This team is so bad. I can't see them staying up. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to any Bournemouth fans out there, but your team sucks.
This is coming from a Chelsea
Yeah,
fan.
it's coming from a
right?
Chelsea fan.
Are you
That's how-
allowed to shit
that's how
talk
bad.
other people like this
I don't know.
right now, Tommy?
Am I? You guys, I have no idea.
At,
I can shit talk my own team.
At Vamos TD, right? That's your handle? Yeah. For any Bournemouth fans out there.
There's a reason. There's a reason Tommy avoids his own Twitter.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't know the last time I went on there. You can just send the hate to the podcast Twitter, and I'll
send all hate to @442.
Yeah, there you go.
Drive up engagement one way or another. I don't have much else to say about this game, honestly. City scored pretty early on. They were 3-0 up at halftime, 4-0 up at halftime. I don't even remember.
Yeah, it was.
And then I essentially zoned out for the entirety of the second half. It's just the golf and quality was just too much.
Yeah,
just stop being interesting.
The highlight was when Jack Grealish got substituted, and the Bournemouth fans were giving him stick, and he just dude, he puts up 4 fingers like it's 4, guys. Come on.
That's embarrassing. You don't engage to that. I don't. Every time I watch Bournemouth, I feel like they're the worst team I've ever seen in the Premier League. And yet I look at. I mean, this is the first time I looked at the league table, and I'm like, okay, this makes sense now. You're in the bottom 3, but
those random wins they picked up feel like a very long time ago. Even though I think one of them was last week.
Yeah, they'll probably. I don't know. They'll probably avoid relegation somehow.
No way.
That's a tough ask. Yeah.
Let's move on to a mid-table clash between Palace and Liverpool. 0-0. The
typical Palace scoreline.
Yeah, Palace love a fucking draw, don't they? Liverpool starting this game with a midfield of Henderson, Milner, and Keita, an average age of. Well, I didn't calculate this beforehand, but in the mid-30s. The average strength of bones, possibly in the mid-60s. Look at that midfield. Henderson has been a very good player, great servant for Liverpool, but he's clearly slowing down now.
Finished.
James Milner needs permission from his nursing home to go and play. And Naby Keita is rubbish.
Born finished. Just not good. I mean, when Sambi Lokonga looks like the best midfielder on the day, you have problems, I think. I mean, they did have chances, Liverpool. Salah's effort that hit the post was really nice. Cody Gakpo should have won it at the end with his one-on-one finish, but you could argue Mateta, he 1 goal this season, not great. I don't think he's been injured either, so I think
it's the curse of being a centre forward for Palace. Just immediately shit. All of them.
Is it the curse of being centre forward for Palace, or do they just sign shit straight?
I think maybe they just signed. Well, Odson Edouard was one that I actually liked, and then he went to Palace, and after his first game where he scored a couple of goals, I barely hear from him.
He was at Celtic before, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That may have contributed to him looking good. But I thought there was genuinely something there, and I was excited for them when they signed him. But I don't know.
Do we?
Mateta gives me Christian Benteke vibes.
Do we think Liverpool potentially could squeeze into that 4th place, or are they just too far back?
You know what?
This is not that much.
For about 20 minutes against Real Madrid.
Oh, you thought?
For 20 minutes against Real Madrid, I thought, you know what? I can see it. And then the last 70 minutes came and I'm like, nope, no chance. Like, they don't have the balance right. You're right. Numerically speaking, they're not out of it. If they win their 2 games in hand, they're only what?
They'd be
3 points behind.
They'd be like 2 or 3 points back if they were to do it. Yeah.
But they won't win their games in hand.
That's
the problem. So, I was saying it for the longest time that I think they'd get their act together, but you see Trent defending like it was yesterday. I mean, you remember the one way he was trying to shepherd the ball out of play from the ball was so far away from the touchline, and then he ends up giving it away, and Mateta misses an open goal. Like, I don't know. I don't think so. Yeah. Anyone else have any different thoughts?
Yeah, I just feel like they're just like on the cusp of some sort of run where they're going to go into like a good spell of of games where they pick up points, but then their defending and their midfield is shocking.
That's just a lot. I think that might just be the last few years talking, because we've gotten used to seeing Liverpool as a good top end side, and you keep thinking, you're like, oh, surely they'll figure this shit out. This is a blip, and they'll go on a run. But this blip has lasted for a while now, and looks like it's more than that. Though I'm not ruling out that they'll go on a run, because they have a good coach. There's a lot of talent at the top end of the pitch. But yeah, their midfield is just such a huge issue right now, and it's putting pressure on their forwards because they can't get the ball in good positions, and it's putting pressure on their defense, which is guys like Trent are getting exposed because the midfield can't cover for them anymore, and it's delicious, tasty, refreshing. Let's move on. West Ham. Putting 4 past Nottingham Forest. Huge win near the bottom for them. I think it lifts them out of the relegation zone. It does. It lifts them all the way up to 16.
Yeah, they used up all their goals though. They're going to get a drought the next few games.
Danny Ings managed to finally get off the bench, get off the treatment table for a bit, nab a couple of goals. Probably end up back there soon.
Yeah, and Declan Rice had his classic, banger from outside the box. He once a season he always has one of these amazing goals. So he's got his in.
Celebrates like a kid, man. Yeah, it's hilarious. Yeah.
Honestly, I find it extremely endearing.
Yeah.
I do enjoy how happy he is after he scores.
He doesn't score much, so you know what? Might as well make the most of it.
Exactly.
But yeah, you know what? That's take him out of the relegation zone, which is still a very tight, area. You have like Palace at it's like Nottingham Forest at 25, and then Everton, who's 18th at 21. So it's a close battle for a lot of those teams, which will probably go down to all the way to the end of the season. But good for West Ham. Remember we were talking about last week. I was like, is Moyes still going to be around? Is this team too good to go down? And maybe they're showing signs that they are too good to go down.
I mean, they have the talent in the squad. It's just, actually scoring goals has been such a huge issue for them. I think, is Scamacca their top scorer? He's been injured for a while.
No, he's been a flop.
He's
He's a flop. Yeah.
No, he was injured for.
Oh, he was injured for this game.
He just came back for this game.
No, wait, is that right? Because every time I looked at the bench, he was there. So.
I swear he's been injured.
You're probably right.
Antonio got his first goal since September or something in this game.
Yeah.
Their forwards have just not been scoring.
Scamacca was there last week.
Form.
He was there. Yeah. He was there last week.
Been benched. Okay, I thought he was injured because I was just like, all right, Antonio's doing fuck all. Why not bring on Scamacca and see what he does?
No, he wasn't there 2 years ago, so you're probably right.
Oh, okay, but, maybe that was it.
It's the only thing that I've gotten right in predictions was West Ham and Scamacca being flops. Everything else was terrible.
Let's move on. Another big win near the bottom. Leeds beating Southampton 1-0. Junior Firpo with, I think, his first league goal for Leeds. Squeezing one past Gavin Bazunu, which... On a side note, Bazunu is an incredibly fun name to say. Huge win for Leeds, and have they appointed a manager
they
yet?
got a new Javi Grazia, I think, or I don't know how you say his last name.
Wait, what? Surely it's Garcia.
Javi Gracia.
Gracia? Really? Javi Gracia, right?
Yeah. It's Garcia. Where are you guys getting this R? This is a... Oh, is it a different coach?
Tony, I think, Tony, you're thinking about someone else here, Tony, yeah.
Okay, I thought it was Javi Garcia.
I'm sorry, Tony.
Tony.
Tony, that's a -1 right
Disappointing.
there.
Disappointing. I expect this from Tommy, not from
exactly, you. Yeah. How'd you get this wrong, Tony? To be fair, it's not the easiest thing, but yeah. Big win for Leeds. Big win to beat...
Pulls them out of the relegation zone as well, because they're up to 17th, but only 1 point off. He comes in on a win. His name does lend itself to fewer puns than Jesse Marsh. And that disappoints me immeasurably.
Was he the
goal
coach when they won this game?
I don't think so.
Oh, was he on the bench? Yeah. He was on the touchline.
Oh, he was?
Oh, yeah, for
Okay.
sure.
As you can tell, I don't pay much attention.
The best part about this game was that the goal in the lead up, there was a backheel meg. I think Jack Harrison set up a backheel meg, so that's the assist.
Good to see Jack Harrison doing something for the first time this season.
So that was the highlight.
It's been shit. I'm sorry. He's been rubbish all season.
Yeah, he's had it down. He's having a down season. But Benzoni should have saved that. Young keepers. Southampton, they just have too many kids, to be honest. Despite all the talent, you don't see how they get out of this stock rock bottom. It's a shame, but it'll be nice to pick up some players on the cheap. So, yeah.
And good for Leeds because Villa managed to see off Everton 2-0. Sean Dyche won't be happy with that, losing a home game to Villa, and Tommy won't be happy with that because that means Villa are breathing down Chelsea's necks for that top 10 spot.
Hey, where Villa? 31 points. Oh, yeah, we're tied. Yeah, okay, you're right. Yeah.
You're ahead on goal difference?
Chelsea have a goal.
We're ahead of Villa,
they have a goal
That's
difference of
impressive.
-2. Villa have -8. Well,
Your
that's only
goal
because Villa
difference
have
is
lost their
negative.
last 3.
Jesus. I didn't know your goal difference was negative.
We don't score, Tony, so I mean, come on. It's bound to get there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, another goal for Ollie Watkins. He's scored in 5 in a row.
5 in a row,
now.
yeah. 5 in a row.
Yeah.
Brilliant little bit of form for him. And who was it that made Connor Cody look like he was walking in cement?
was
Buendia on the
yeah.
second goal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just absolutely toasted Cody.
Yeah, some shocking defending on that one, and Pickford certainly let him know. He lets every defender know when they concede the goal whose fault it was.
Yep.
Definitely, yeah.
And we finish off the Premier League fixtures with Fulham drawing 1-1 with Wolves on Friday night. A nice goal from Solomon. I've forgotten his first name. I should remember his first name because he has scored 3 games in a row now.
Solomon.
But
No first name.
Yeah, let's go with that. Solomon of Fulham, with a lovely goal to tie that one up. Which brings us to the Champions League. As we've alluded to, the first half of the round of 16 is over. How are we feeling about some of these matchups going into the second half in a week or two's time?
I'm really basking in being in the Champions League for another week or two. You know,
This
I
is
can
true.
still say it. You know,
I should have realized when we decided to discuss the Champions League that Tony there's only a fleeting interest in it this season.
Yep.
I have no real skin in the game this season, and Tommy is dead inside.
Yeah, this is no. This is my competition. You know, I gotta take this. This is all I got this season. You know, we only lost one. Chelsea only lost 1-0 to Dortmund. And it was a game that, out of all the games we've had in the last, 2-3 months, is the one game where we actually thought we played pretty decent, and we actually probably should have won it with a chance we had. And that's what I take.
Remember when you played pretty decently against City in the league and lost 1-0, and then played them again and got slapped 4-0?
Yeah, you think? Yeah, Dortmund has that.
No, I think Chelsea will go through. I do think Chelsea will go through in this game. Well, actually, before I lock that in,
Tony thought about it.
How long is Thiago Silva out for?
Unknown at this moment.
Okay, if Thiago Silva is fit, I think Chelsea will go through. If he's not, I think Chelsea will get slapped. But yeah.
I think that's a fair take. If they can play Thiago and Badiashile together,
Badiashile is not
solidity
registered.
back
He's
there.
not registered, so he can't play.
Why?
I don't know.
3 players.
We had this
Fucking
conversation.
stupid. No, you know what? No, fuck Chelsea. Fuck Chelsea.
I mean, that means
No.
one of Mudryk,
No.
Felix, or Hernandez would had to have been dropped. So
Yeah, so Yeah, Mudryk.
Just drop Mudryk. You have so many wide forwards. I don't care you spend 90 minutes. You have the guy playing really fucking well. Your best signing in January so far, and he's not registered. Ridiculous.
Yeah,
Just play
but
Mudryk here.
yeah, I mean, there were other games and other teams that played, by the way, in the round of 16. But I think the
PSG
biggest
Bayern?
one was definitely come on, Liverpool Madrid, which we
I don't
to,
think that was a big game, man. I think that was just a big scoreline at this point.
That's what I mean. Big. It was big. Right?
That was Madrid. That was Madrid spotting Liverpool a 2-goal lead just to see what would happen.
Yeah.
I love the video of
Alisson.
Jamie Carragher on that one.
Oh,
And he was so happy, and then he went down to some depths there of despair at the end.
Tommy making room on the bench next to him for poor old Carragher.
First time, yeah, let's go.
But I was on with the hold my beer for Courtois.
Yeah,
that was interesting.
The goalie is completely fucking up. Really added to that game.
That was last year's final,
That's true. Liverpool made the final last year. Hard to believe.
Yeah. No chance.
No, I mean, there's no chance. No chance they're gonna.
No chance.
Not from a 3-goal deficit. I don't think.
I think
if it had been tight, then you could have been like, yeah, maybe you have one good game and it can happen. But 3, I don't think Madrid are gonna let that happen at home.
They'll play like Cruz wasn't fit. They'll play Cruz. They'll just control that game. And I'm sorry, Liverpool. You guys are out.
Has there ever been a team more comfortable in adversity than Real Madrid? They just, no matter what's going on in their game, they're just like...
They seem to need it, almost. They almost want to go a goal or two down.
They just
keep playing. Them going. It's how they feel alive. They're junkies. They're just drug addicts.
Man. It's crazy. Like, Modric, he just takes the ball. It's like, okay, we are Real Madrid. This is the Champions League. We will win. It's just like...
How old is Modric now?
It's got like 37. Yeah, it's 37. Yeah. And he's sprinting through Liverpool's midfield like it's not there. It's... Yeah, which isn't that hard to do. So. Yeah, you are right. It's not there. PSG Bayern.
Yeah, PSG
This is
Bayern.
This is the big one. Kylian Mbappe should be fully fit for this one, and that is a worry for Bayern.
He is fully fit. He's scoring goals. He scored another 2 goals yesterday in Ligue 1.
Yeah, the one was a beauty. Messi over the top and hits the first time, yeah.
I think I like the first one better. Just the run. The quality of the run was brilliant from the left-hand channel into the center forward spot. I think PSG go through. I think Neymar not playing might be a bit of a plus, the way he's been playing at the moment. It simplifies their game.
This leg is in Paris, right?
It is not in Paris. It's in Germany.
No. It's in Germany, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess without the away goals, 1-0 away is less useful.
Yeah. I'm back in PSG.
You see, you're back in PSG, Tony. Okay.
I know you both hate PSG, which is fine.
I do hate PSG.
I'm
I like
not a
Messi
fan either, but I really like Mbappe, so I tend to back him. I mean...
Yeah, that's the thing. With Mbappe being fit, it's difficult to bet against him. I'm going to go Bayern, but not by much. Like, Bayern looked quite good on the weekend as well. They beat Union Berlin 3-0 in a game which, if Union had won that, Union were going to go top of the table.
I think that's that league done.
I'm leaning Bayern, but not by much. Like, it's a 51-49.
I just looked at the table and saw Dortmund's form.
Looking good, eh? Yeah, scary good.
Don't look at it.
Scary
Don't look
good.
at it.
Oh, I saw
Don't look
it.
at it.
I saw it already. They score goals too. They know how to score.
5 wins in a row, at least. It's looking more than that. Jesus.
I'm back in Bayern for this one. I think just a bit more of a experience in this squad, and I don't know. It's close. It can go either way. It's not one that's really like set. So, but I still think Bayern get through. But we also had City tie Leipzig, and City didn't look so great in that first leg. If I'm being honest.
They'll beat them second leg.
But
though.
you fully expect them to win.
I don't expect City to go out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Leipzig have Timo Werner up front, so I don't think I'm expecting them to go through either. Yeah, I think it will be pretty comprehensive.
Inter carrying a 1-0 lead against Porto is kind of interesting because Inter's like league form has been a bit up and down from what I remember. Do you think they'll manage to hold off Porto second leg? They do have to travel away to Portugal.
Lukaku scored, eh?
He did, yeah. He could have had 2 goals coming off the bench. Porto looked well in it, just as good as Inter until the red card. So, yeah, I don't know. You'd expect
it's a tough one to call this one.
You'd expect Inter to go through though, but Porto
in the Champions League, they always put up a fight.
Yeah, then they always put up a fight, then go out. That's the thing. So I don't know. They haven't.
I swear they've been drawn against Liverpool every single one of like the last 4 seasons. Because every time I see Porto, I swear they're playing Liverpool.
Sounds about right. Yeah.
The other Portuguese team, Benfica, they've set themselves up very well. They won 2-0 away to Club Brugge. Yeah, I don't see any way that Benfica go out there. I think they'll go through.
Yeah, that.
I don't know. I didn't even watch that game or see that. I don't even know who plays on Club Brugge, to be honest. But,
Tommy, you are our Champions League correspondent. This is all you have.
Oh, Mignolet plays on Club Brugge. Okay, so I do know a player on that.
Yeah. Jesus Christ!
I'd like to point out that
Buchanan plays
exactly. I was just about to say that Buchanan plays for.
Jesus Christ, Tommy!
And Noah Lang also plays for them.
What else do we have?
Yeah.
Noah Lang. That's a name I haven't heard in a while. But I mean, Napoli handled Eintracht Frankfurt. Napoli have been unreal this season. Osimhen and Kvaratskhelia are just beautiful to watch together.
Can we break the bank for Osimhen? I would love to have him at Chelsea.
No, stop
want you to ruin him.
Destroying players.
Ruin him.
He would not. He's too good to be ruined. He's too good.
Please.
He is.
No.
Yeah, he's one of the best nines. He's one of the best nines out there.
Find a way.
Torres was too good to ruin. Shevchenko was too good to. It's what you do. It's what you do. I mean,
it is the history of the
class.
Chelsea.
He's class.
Yeah.
I really like him.
He is class. I think
that's why we need to keep him away from Chelsea.
Napoli have been the best team in Europe this season.
Possibly.
Surely. Yeah,
they are absolutely running away with Serie A. It's about 15-point lead, I think.
There is
if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, something crazy like that. There's no outstanding team in Europe this season. I would say this is the best chance they're going to have to win the Champions League in a long time, considering the way they're playing.
100%.
I mean, when you learn a name like Kvaratskhelia, that's tells you how well he's been playing.
You can just call him Kvaradonna if you want to.
Yeah, I think that's his nickname these days in Naples.
He's living up to it. He's been absolutely sensational.
I mean, Osimhen's a man of the moment. He's scoring from everywhere, at every angle, in every game these days. So, I mean, I think that tie is pretty much done.
And that leaves us with one more, and that's Milan having a 1-0 lead against Spurs, coming to London to play the second leg. That's interesting because Milan have been very shaky this season. But then it's also Spurs who exist in the realm of shakiness.
You know, that means Giroud is making his way back to London, which is great to
Milan
hear.
by 100.
Yeah.
Milan by 100.
And
done. Game over.
So just
he loves a goal in London, Olivier.
Yeah, and this past weekend, Zlatan made his season's debut. He came in for a bit. I don't think that means I don't know if he's registered in their Champions League squad or not. But yeah, nice to see him at least making a return. He's got a really bad knee injury or whatever. But
he's had several bad knee injuries now. Like, this is probably his curtain call.
Oh, for sure.
He's also 40, 41?
He's 41,
He is 40. But yeah, I don't know. Who do you guys think is going to go through here? I've already put my marker down.
I will never back Spurs. I'm sorry. I can't do it.
I should not have asked a Chelsea and Arsenal fan. That should have been a given. Oh?
It's Antonio Conte,
History?
isn't it? Yeah, he's terrible.
It is
It's Antonio
Conte,
Conte. It's the history of the Tottenham. It's the history of the Conte.
And against Italian team as well. You won't want to see
against-
Milan lose.
Stupid, sexy Giroud.
I've not been
And,
impressed
on that
with
note-
Milan this season, so I think Tottenham.
They have
will
not
go
been
through.
good this season.
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah.
Conte actually winning a Champions League knockout game. Let's see. That being said, I think that's just about everything we had to cover today. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at 442. Subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Tommy, one last sip of Carabao for you.
Yeah, I need it, man. So let's take it.
Refreshing swig of Carabao for you, Tony.
No thanks. Coffee's about Tim Hortons coffee. I'll stick to that. Still trying to get that sponsorship.
Just threw up in
Idiot.
her mouth, yeah.
A happy Carabao Cup to everybody.
I do hope this sponsors
We'll
one
see you
day.
next week.
Just to hear you have to read out some scripts about how much you love Tim Hortons.
No. If Tim Hortons ever sponsor us, I'm making you read it out because I will throw up if I do anything of the sort. See you all next week. I forgot where I was in this. Bye-bye.